Okay.
Good morning. My name is Beverly Reeves, and I'm honored to be your guest speaker at the INTERLINK graduation this morning. Thank you for asking me, Mohammed. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my background. I was born and grew up in Long Island, New York, about 2 hours from New York City, and very near the Atlantic Ocean and the Bay and the Long Island Sound. I graduated from Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo with a double major in elementary education and elementary music. I taught kindergarten, third grade, vocal music, elementary science in Michigan, and I'm a retired teacher. I have 3 daughters and a son and 2 granddogs. My husband Craig and I moved from Michigan to Golden, Colorado about 6 years ago, and we really like it here a lot. As many of you know, my husband and I are host parents for the INTERLINK students. It's the part of our lives that we enjoy very much. We've had students that range in age from 17 to 49 years old live with us. We're proud to provide a safe and secure, respectful environment, as well as a fun and loving home. We usually have 3 students living with us from 3 different countries, and it works very well. Sometimes they're all from the INTERLINK program. Sometimes it's a combination of students from INTERLINK and Colorado School of Mines. The students learn new things from each other about their countries. Even neighboring countries who think they know that they're similar learn different things. One time, one student was talking about being locked in the classroom with his teacher, and my husband and I said, "You were locked in the classroom?" And he said, "Yes, they lock us in." And we said, "You're inside the classroom and they lock the door?" And they said, "Yes, but one time they forgot to lock us in." So we said, "Well, why did they lock you in?" And they said, "Because if they don't, we all leave." And that's what we did that one time. So the student was talking, we were very surprised, and the student was sitting at the dinner table with a student from a neighboring country, and he turned to him and said, "Well, don't they do that in your country?" And the other student said, "No, they don't do that." So the students learn from each other. When it was my husband and me just at dinner, it used to be boring. What did you do today? Oh, I just went to work, and what did you do? And now it's not boring at all, and it's pretty exciting. We have a lot to learn. We help the students with their English, learning their English. And my husband gets pretty funny at the table. He says that he knows words in different countries. He has learned how to say hamdallah, and he says when we had a Japanese student, he said, "Oh, I know a lot of Japanese words," and one of them was Toyota. And he was serious, and he tries to say the phrases of the students. I feel that the host family program enriches the family and students' lives and makes people understand and respect each other in this world a lot more. The very first time we were going to have a student, I was afraid because of the country that the student was coming from. I didn't know what to expect, and I had a certain idea in my mind of what that student would be like from images that I had seen on the television and in the media from the president of that country. So I told the placement lady, Judy Dennison, that I was afraid and I didn't know if I wanted a student from that country. And she put me in touch with some other host families who had students from that country. And I talked to them, and they said, "Oh, they're very clean, and they're very polite, and they're respectful." And I wasn't really worried about that. I was worried that maybe they would be dangerous. And I talked to a person from INTERLINK who had met the student when they signed up, and they said, "He is sweet." And I said, "How could he be sweet?" That's not the image that I had in my mind. I had the image of this one president in this particular country and one of our former presidents in our country, and they were not happy with each other. Well, it turned out the media was wrong, and this student was very sweet. And he was the first one we had. He used to like to go line dancing, so I would take him down to the Buffalo Rose, and he and I would take line dancing lessons. And he's doing well. He still emails us, and he's in the United Kingdom right now. He's speaking good English, and he's studying. And he always says he loves us, and we love him. Our friends think we are helping mankind. We think it's simply helping to learn more about our big world and the people in it, one person at a time. Also, since the students are learning English, we help them with that. Some come knowing just the word hi, and some come knowing more English. We let them know about our American home and the holidays and traditions and activities, such as Halloween. I take the boys, and we usually have more boys than girls, but I take the boys down to our local grocery store, and they pick out pumpkins, and then we all carve them. They carve them together on our covered porch, and it's a gooey, messy experience that they really enjoy together. They separate the pumpkin seeds, and I bake them in the oven, and we eat them. And then when Halloween comes and they get to light their jack-o'-lanterns, they really enjoy that and have the children come trick-or-treating. And they do a really good job for never having carved pumpkins before. They've done amazing jobs. We share a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and sometimes they like it and sometimes they don't. We put up a Christmas tree. We learned that one country in Asia puts up a New Year's tree and gives gifts on New Year's Day. When I was putting up the Christmas tree, they said, "Oh, is that a New Year's tree?" And I'm going, "No, that's a Christmas tree. What's a New Year's tree?" And they said, "We put up a New Year's tree, and then we give presents." And I said, "Well, we put up a Christmas tree, and then we give presents." One student went with us to a December concert with some friends that were in a band. My husband and I are musicians and play guitar and piano, and we have friends that are musicians also. So we went to see them play at this concert in December. And we invite our students and give them lots of opportunities. Some say yes, some say no. And this particular student said yes, he was going to go to the concert with us. So we went, and it turned out to be a Christmas concert. And as we entered the concert, they put a number from 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 12, one number on our top. And he had the number 10. Well, he didn't know the Christmas songs, but he did appreciate the music. But every once in a while, in between the bands playing, we would sing Christmas carols. We came to the Christmas carol, the 12 Days of Christmas, which is a very long song. If you were here in December in the United States, you would have heard it. And it goes, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. And then the second day of Christmas, and then it goes back to the first. And it continues on. Well, he had the number 10. So we had to stand up whatever number we had. I had 6, I think my husband had 8, and this student had 10. And every time they sang 10, and he would stand up. So he really enjoyed that, and we all enjoyed that. When we came back home, I happened to have glasses, and each glass, I had 12 different glasses, and each glass was one of the days of Christmas with a picture on it. So for the rest of the month of December, he took 10 every time for dinner, for whenever he had a drink, and it was pretty fun.